So it has right here in the dictionary, black Moor. And it has the part of speech right under it. Next to it says noun. And it says a black person, man or woman, Negro. Then it has in italics, black in small case, plus, then it got Moor capitalized. There's identity right there in the dictionary. It was never even really hidden. You tell these people they're Moors, they say, what religion is that? They are so asleep. The sorcerers did a good job. And we're battling sorcerers. Of course, if we come out talking that way from the door, you'd think we're out to lunch. You understand? People, it's sort of like our arrogance, our poisonous and toxic self-righteousness has cursed us for quite a few generations. We got to fix it.
Rapper Inquisition. Iron Sheik inducted, now a secret chief. Flow Lordovic rappers, Mike Sharif. Got producers giving me free beats like Hanif. Cause when I flow, it's deep like a coral reef. Wash up, rapping jellyfish on the beach. Nothing to hide, show my face when I speak. Black power cartels are black Charles Martels. Hammer their points dull, just like colors pastel. I drop it so hard that you need a hard hat. Rappers take off like Sleepy Hollow heads off on tarmac. You be black, but those whose skin is brown got their own convenience stores and temples in your town. Got politicians in their back and front pocket. Use nationality to protest so pigs can't stop it. Sorta like they can't stop the prophet. No, not Jeru, but the prophet Noble Drew. Most say who when that name is called, but no Abraham, Isaac, Cain and Paul. They know rappers' real names and the b-ball stats. They know cars' names and religious holy cats. Claim they know it all, I see their mentals crazy. When I'm on the mic, rappers begging for the fat lady, begging for Jehovah and Slim Shady, begging for no physical but want mental slavery. Brain dead masses under mind control. Brain dead masses have lost their soul. Listening to rappers get continuous airplay. They mind control the masses, that's not hearsay. Brain dead masses are under mind control. Brain dead masses have lost their soul. Listening to rappers get continuous airplay. They mind control the masses, that's not hearsay. Shane Sparks and Mark Houston types got your daughters kissing their friends like entertainment dykes. LGTB and the rest of the crazies use rap and R&B to force right your babies. Fam, I used to know to sell crack to scabbies. I'm now legit with businesses, not baby daddies. Codes of the street gone, everybody's got beef. Youths beef with their mom's friend's son from across the street. False flagging by the way they dress, more so fagging. Wants thing to move with the horse behind the wagon. Brown bodies, DT's bagging with the pants sagging. Claims saved in contracts with the seven-headed dragon. Looking for pardons through the officers of the courts. Moors are held as shadow inquisition forts. Some still on the corks, coke in a can. Turn your pioneer to stone and your blood to sand. Brain dead masses under mind control. Brain dead masses have lost their soul. Listening to rappers get continuous airplay. They mind control the masses, that's not hearsay. Brain dead masses are under mind control. Brain dead masses have lost their soul. Listening to rappers get continuous airplay. They mind control the masses, that's not hearsay.
The job of resurrectors is to wake up the dead on this mic in full life. Off with the head of the beast and its puppets. With love we serve justice, the first of the earth, the last to get fucked with. They corrupted, the files being purged back to basics. Withdraw from the matrix, recover what's sacred. No more colorable statuses, fiction apparatuses. I affirm and declare, indigenously everywhere. Circle the seven with our own vine and fig. Du jour for the people, by the people, there it is. Cleaning up the lies, 5 noble tribes. Navigate with the stars, in tune with the tides. More love, more light, oh Lord, on our side. For the record, the mission is to know self perfected, corrected, gold and silver back, sword protected. From the depths to the heights, be the essence, that's right.
Brain dead masses under mind control. Brain dead masses have lost their soul. Listening to rappers get continuous airplay. They mind control the masses, that's not hearsay. Brain dead masses are under mind control. Brain dead masses have lost their soul. Listening to rappers get continuous airplay. They mind control control the masses. That's not hearsay.
Sometimes it's good to talk, most times it's best to listen. At times you're always dull, certain times it just glistens. But the mission and the test and the challenge is to overstand the difficulties of the balance. But when you try to build your palace or your temple, the decomposing flesh, the more you don't clean the physical, more you smell like death. Don't seek the spiritual, you're gonna get left. Certain crucial, key, vital, essential steps that have to be taken before you take your last breath. But I guess most of y'all can't be bothered, but I bet millions more will be slaughtered. Our public figures keep going out like martyrs. Too much shotters, we need more fathers to raise the daughters. Lord of mercy, the ghetto youth thirsty, but we still brain dead.
Brain dead masses under mind control. Brain dead masses have lost their soul. Listening to rappers get continuous airplay. They mind control the masses. That's not hearsay. Brain dead masses are under mind control. Brain dead masses have lost their soul. Listening to rappers get continuous airplay. They mind control the masses. That's not hearsay.
Peace to the man, peace to the God, Brother Prime. This is Sanifer speaking, brother. Yo, my man, I listened to all your CDs and I watched some of your DVDs. Beautiful work, brother. I had to give you a call to tell you, especially the music, man, excellent. That's hip-hop, what you dropping. And yeah, man, it's beautiful. I downloaded that joint, playing that joint in the car, and it's on now. It's on now, brother. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely proud of the work that y'all doing, and y'all doing it good out there. Keep on doing that work, brother.
Yo, when I speak, you can't talk unless spoken to. Most sound like records, broken to, with no facts. Trust me, I'm not quoting you. Melanin beings do what they not supposed to, going against the biological makeup. Instead of shooting sun rays, guns they take up to go against tanks and carriers of aircraft. When I use air, the beast says no witchcraft. When I use fire, speak truth and shut up a liar. If I use earth, I'm calling on fam from the hollow core. When I use water, flow like a tsunami on y'all. Martin Luther told y'all non-violence. He was a warlock, Rosicrucian, candle magic and silence. Been on this continent, living in minus degrees and temp. In the plus is where my mind is. Open up your mind, iris. I said it's ISIS. Her son Heru is who the Christ is. Light of the world, watch me enlighten a nerd. In your stomach like the center, I frighten your turds. Give you the runs, heighten your blurs with tones and words. Caucus skyscrapers are killing the birds. I'm giving you nerves and my goosebumps tingle your spine. You're listening to Iron Sheik and thinking it's prime. The absolute oils got me not stinking of dimes. Can't check enough Pete's house, man, it's stinking of swine. Many sell out for a deal and sign with ink on the line. Incarcerating your speech for fiat, cars and yachts. Drinking devil's liquids, Henny and yacht. Rappers turn convicts, goddess turn bomb chicks. Niggas yelling fuck the police is nonsense. They got guns by the box and run your streets. Widow your so-called whore after they clap at your fro. Parole naught, when caught, the gat didn't blow. I heard stories about men putting cock in a bro in the showers, or get guards to leave the watchtowers while the gang rape you in a bed of dead flowers. Thousands of brothers, they wore those briefs. Can't think how much semen is on those sheets. Most need to go in strong, not weak. Like my babe brothers, LeBron and Shakur Malik. It's not cool living in the jail cell. Rappers and MCs are liars and the truth they don't tell. Agents using examples of Larry Davis to have youth shooting out with pigs from the basement to get caught and then become a killer replacement. Cops crooked like the eye blue, plus they lie too. Seeing is believing, believing is fake. They say fuck fruition and have blind faith. They take your collection, won't give it to God. They take your perception and they give it to fraud. Seeing is believing, believing is fake. They say fuck fruition and have blind faith. They take your collection, won't give it to God. They take your perception and they give it to fog. On the real, all these dirty Moors know the deal. When we start the revolution, all they probably do is squeal. On the real, all these dirty Moors know the deal. When we start the revolution, all they probably do is squeal. On the real, all these dirty Moors know the deal. When the truth gets revealed, all they probably do is squeal. On the real, all these dirty Moors know the deal. On the real, on the real. When I uplift the fallen humans from the ashes, the phoenix will rise and live on after it clashes. Fezzes and head wraps, costume bar sashes. Atlantis and Pangea was us ruling the atlas. The mundane, some god, a numb brain. Drew died is reincarnate, some self-proclaimed. Taking the lessons from Quran questions. Bible as my rolling pad, holy book circle 7. Forerunner Marcus Garvey coming in the whirlwind. Moorish Boba Muftis in the black turban. Pioneer exposed as the triple crown glows. Every negus has the negus as his throne. The temple as the body. Truth as my shoddy. With no bulge, I'm still armed without the robbery. Master arts martial, and they marshal the law. Peace offers abuse authority, fracture your jaw. Clapping at y'all at bachelor parties. Not knowing whether it's controlled by HAARP. Stopping the tapping of UH frequency. Sent to the higher self from Sirius B, or maybe Sirius A. The reverse is serious internet radio play. Like square shreddies are now diamond and new. Misleading, they charge a bill 50 for a shoe. It takes $5 to make. They load trucks with bins. Same goes for cars, construction Timbs. So clean, no stuffs. Revolution chumps, reclining in the armchair, speechless like mumps. On the real, all these dirty Moors know the deal. On the real, all these dirty Moors know the deal. On the real, all these dirty Moors know the deal. When we start the revolution, all they probably do is squeal. Change is coming. I'm watching hybrids running for shade, cause Earth's hot, not like a preheat oven. Raid the stores for UV protection. If AIDS can go through the condoms, who you protecting? Neglecting the truth and lie accepting. Not inappropriate person, reparations expecting. On the real, all these dirty Moors know the deal. When we start the revolution, all they probably do is squeal. On the real, all these dirty Moors know the deal. When we start the revolution, all they probably do is squeal. On the real, all these dirty Moors know the deal. When the truth gets revealed, all they probably do is squeal. On the real, all these dirty Moors know the deal. On the real, on the real. When I uplift the fallen humans from the ashes, the phoenix will rise and live on after it clashes. Fezzes and head wraps, costume bar sashes. Atlantis and Pangea was us ruling the atlas. The mundane, some god, a numb brain. Drew died is reincarnate, some self-proclaimed. Taking the lessons from Quran questions. Bible as my rolling pad, holy book circle 7. Forerunner Marcus Garvey coming in the whirlwind. Moorish Boba Muftis in the black turban. Pioneer exposed as the triple crown glows. Every negus has the negus as his throne. The temple as the body. Truth as my shoddy. With no bulge, I'm still armed without the robbery. Master arts martial, and they marshal the law. Peace offers abuse authority, fracture your jaw. Clapping at y'all at bachelor parties. Not knowing whether it's controlled by HAARP. Stopping the tapping of UH frequency. Sent to the higher self from Sirius B, or maybe Sirius A. The reverse is serious internet radio play. Like square shreddies are now diamond and new. Misleading, they charge a bill 50 for a shoe. It takes $5 to make. They load trucks with bins. Same goes for cars, construction Timbs. So clean, no stuffs. Revolution chumps, reclining in the armchair, speechless like mumps. On the real, all these dirty Moors know the deal. On the real, all these dirty Moors know the deal. On the real, all these dirty Moors know the deal. When we start the revolution, all they probably do is squeal. Change is coming. I'm watching hybrids running for shade, cause Earth's hot, not like a preheat oven. Raid the stores for UV protection. If AIDS can go through the condoms, who you protecting? Neglecting the truth and lie accepting. Not inappropriate person, reparations expecting. Planes going down, but you're not ejecting. Too busy flossing with the spinning rims and white feet is flexing. Fronts are fake elements, that's not real gold. Running from police with guns is not too bold, cause you got a gun but won't shoot back, son, or shoot first and earn your way off earth. Suicide is a sin and sin is ignorance. Not thinking critical makes you ignorant. Missing the message. Ego filling your brain with nonsensical thoughts just to drive you insane. On the real, all these 30 Moors know the deal. On the real, all these 30 Moors know the deal. On the real, all these 30 Moors know the deal. When we start the revolution, all they probably do is squeal. Our leaders labeled black, they were assigned to us. As ancients, we flew, we didn't have to ride the bus or drink at their fountain. We didn't even need our own. The gun is a penis and every man is holding a chrome. Thinking it's tough, but when you shoot, you bust like Vixens holding you in with the camel hoof clutch, smoking a Dutch, but taught much against the master. Sellouts will pay karmic debt in the life after. Don't believe me, seek the truth. I hear Hail Hitler when I play back these hip-hop loops that rap hip-hop. Nas said it's dead. Same gun he raps about, shot Jay in the head, cripple a team. These ball players, they cripple a dream. Counting the asses that they slap but won't get a bad rap. And rap sheets are written by them. It's police, not following Moors, but niggas booming in their Jeeps. Europeans on the bus, they acting like niggas. Straight off the plantation, looking like J Hill figure. From the foreigner, you'll never get compensated. Disarm a youth man saying he's strapped, you been miseducated. On the real, all these dirty Moors know the deal. When we start the revolution, all they probably do is squeal. On the real, all these dirty Moors know the deal. When we start the revolution, all they probably do is squeal. On the real, all these dirty Moors know the deal. When the truth gets revealed, all they probably do is squeal. On the real, all these dirty Moors know the deal. On the real, on the real.
Common sense was made before book sense. Canaanland Moors presents Common Sense Quick.
Legendary, bury me in the North Gate Cemetery, February the 4th days. Son of Mary, day ahead of my born day.
Common sense was made before book sense. Canaanland Moors presents Common Sense Quick.
Legendary, bury me in the North Gate Cemetery, February the 4th days. Son of Mary, day ahead of my born day. Independence and law makes civil little a lost case. With case laws, we break them down like Jericho. Keeping all my lions tamed, I'm Chris Jericho. I'll keep a mask on deck, I'm Rey Mysterio. Fake pandemics announced over the radio. Annoyed with the game, the joys and the pains. I'm Rob Bass, mixing with rock the hard way. I was in a lost state. Prophets stood me up right, brought me to a lost gate. Cooking like I'm Salt Bay, repping like I'm Denzel. Malcolm X, Deja Vu, Roman J. Israel. Had no but I lay in plain sight, but people still can't see it. So the snake's still showing up, stakes still high, so the race still going up. Warriors of the North Gate, we not slowing up. Born in the manger, sworn to be savior. Walk through the valley of the shadows of the death dip in slavery. Looking for light, the book of Genesis. Astroplane entrances, invoke the nemesis. Abstract images of past lives kicking in. Danger, running for your life, finish him.
Moorish or Moor, key man or oracle. Using Trinity powers, decipher allegorical. Lost and metaphorical, holy books are metaphysic. Facts slap a dirty Moor or a Drew Ali critic. Calling him Thomas or Walter and get your face caved. Or cut like a close shave. Drowned in my brain waves, squashed by heat waves. Activating Kundalini. Abyssinia invaded by Mussolini. Selassie I in exile. Reptile in Genesis, niggas appearing real. All I see is false evidence.
Common sense was made before book sense. Canaanland Moors presents Common Sense Quick.
Legendary, bury me in the North Gate Cemetery, February the 4th days. Son of Mary, day ahead of my born day. Independence and law makes civil little a lost case. With case laws, we break them down like Jericho. Keeping all my lions tamed, I'm Chris Jericho. I'll keep a mask on deck, I'm Rey Mysterio. Fake pandemics announced over the radio. Annoyed with the game, the joys and the pains. I'm Rob Bass, mixing with rock the hard way. I was in a lost state. Prophets stood me up right, brought me to a lost gate. Cooking like I'm Salt Bay, repping like I'm Denzel. Malcolm X, Deja Vu, Roman J. Israel. Had no but I lay in plain sight, but people still can't see it. So the snake's still showing up, stakes still high, so the race still going up. Warriors of the North Gate, we not slowing up. Born in the manger, sworn to be savior. Walk through the valley of the shadows of the death dip in slavery. Looking for light, the book of Genesis. Astro plain interests. Invoke the nemesis. Abstract images of past lives kicking in. Danger, running for your life. Finish him.
Moorish Omar, key man or oracle, using trinity powers, decipher allegorical, lost in metaphorical, holy books are metaphysic, facts slap a dirty Moor or a Drew Ali critic, calling him Thomas or Walter and get your face caved, or cut like a close shave, drowned in my brain waves, squashed by heat waves, activating Kundalini, Abyssinia invaded by Mussolini, Selassie I in exile, reptile in Genesis, niggas appearing real, all I see is false evidence, DA are feminists, stomped on by elephants, more like we're prejudiced but want Moorish benefits. When you feel the cold magnetic resonance, Apis horns of the sacred book all maleficent. Great cosmic mothers, return to blessedness, no pestilence. Ace all the testaments, tap into remembrance, never to forget again. Use energy right, not put spell effects on men. Wandering the earth plane with no they live shades, keeps you a mental slave as the horizon fades. It's been decades since Christian crusades, not enough rebellions, too many vigil bouquets, holding on to the fence, burning on doomsday. War ruled by Mars, it might be on a Tuesday.
Canaanland Moors present Common Sense Quick. What we do here is we add some common sense thinking to everyday situations or comments that may arise. Want to give it a try?
Bet they won't give it a try. Bet they won't give it a try. People need to stop the BS. Stop it. Honors to all the Moors. Everybody who knows that they're a Moor knows about their nationality and birthrights. Honors to you. They're just playing games. They're not a Moor for whatever reason. No problem. Play your games. Play your games. We're with Noble Drew Ali. We're with Noble Drew Ali. That's who we're with. But he's dead. We don't care. We're with Noble Drew Ali. Many worship a dead man. I don't care. We're with Noble Drew Ali. That's who we're with. So honors to Sister Sanifer L, 1928. Since we're talking about sacrifice and all that, whatever. And it's tag month, tag days, tag year, because it's supposed to always be sacrificing for this. Always be sacrificing. Even he said, your life has to be put on the line for this. So Sister M. Sanifer L. of Detroit, Michigan, submitted a report by Sister Sanifer L., submitted by Martha W. L., Temple 43, Mount Clemens, Michigan. The first annual convention, Moor Science Temple of America, Unity Hall, 3140 Indiana Avenue, Chicago, Illinois, October 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, 1928, Prophet Noble Drew Ali, founder. Monday night session. The temple was beautifully decorated in lovely roses of white and red. The roses were designed in the form of the crescent and star, and chair of the prophet was a maze of white roses. There was a testimonial meeting, and Sister from Temple 5 gave a speech titled, I am glad I am not a Negro. Jesus passed this way before. Afterward, Governor Garner Bay, Temple 4, Detroit, Michigan, was introduced. He said, I am here because of the prophet. And he proceeded with the most excellent speech. The Prophet Noble Drew Ali and a number of governors and grand sheiks came in dressed in costumes representing the nations of the world. The Prophet led the group. The spirit of the prophet filled the temple for a long time. Such rejoicing you never heard. Afterwards, the governor Garner Bey proceeded with his speech. He emphasized the recognition. His speech was a masterpiece. Then Brother W. Smith Bey of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, was presented. He used for his subject the spirit of unity, how our hearts burned while he talked. The Moors then sung, "Shine on Me." At this period, we were in the midst of a glorious meeting. Governor J. Lomax Bey, who ended up being one of the traitors or whatever like that, Temple 4 was presented. He said, "When the prophet speaks through us, we feel no fear." He used for his subject, "My Father and I are one." He proceeded by saying, "I cried for the message, prayed, bore the cross for the message, but we had to wait on our prophet Noble Jew Ali, who is shaking every government." Governor Lomax Bey was caught up in the spirit, and he spoke as he never before, as he directed the song, "Freedom at Last." He said, "The spirit of resurrection is in the land, and we are rising out of a grace one by one." This is our Mukarabin files, by the way, right? That we've been told people years ago about Mukarabin files, right? With Supreme Grand whoever sending emails about you shouldn't be telling people that and all that stuff. Why you put where you get that and all of that. And then just go to Canaanland Moor's YouTube Mukarabin files, and you see we already talked about that. And make sure you check the upload date so you can see when we talk about Mukarabin files. And he's still playing around, playing games. Now keep in mind some things right here. Governor J. Lomax Bey, that's who turned to Ezzaldine Muhammad and founded some Islamic whatever for the black guys. Just go look it up, Ezzaldine Muhammad, Lomax Bey. And then he's in the convention picture, he's to the right of the prophet. Like all these people. He said, "When the prophet speaks through us, we feel no fear." So this is what they use the prophet's energy for. We're talking about each individual that after Noble Drew Ali transition, all of a sudden they're the man. How are you the man? How you end up being the man? And then there's 5 of you. Who are these incompetent people around Noble Drew Ali who didn't see who all these traitors were? They're popping out the woodworks. Remember, this is at the convention right now. This is at the convention, right? One of the sellouts stands up and he's giving a riveting speech and all that. Everybody's looking at him like, "Oh yeah, oh he got the spirit of the prophet and all that stuff, right?" And then a prophet's assassinated. Then what's obviously going to happen? What's going to happen if he got the spirit of the prophet? Nobody else, just him. So he got the talk, and then look at these people telling in the people's face. They're telling, and they can't even see it. Governor Lomax Bey was caught up in the spirit. Imagine the prophet sitting back looking at these people. Right? See him in the chair right there? Right? Imagine the prophet sitting back looking at these people. Just at the convention, he's just sitting back in his chair, just listening to the speeches. And then certain people who he knows are sellout going up to talk. He spoke as never before. He spoke as never before. Also, he directed the song Free at Last and said, the spirit of resurrection. These are the same people, weren't they, talking about resurrected Noble Drew Ali and all that? They're the reincarnated ones. They're Prophet Noble Drew Ali come again and all types of crap. Right? Telling on themselves in their own speech in front of all these Moors sitting there, and they go up there, drag these people off the thing like, hey, come here. There was a song by Sister Mince Bay and two little girls. They were from Temple 3, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. The song was Who is Noble Drew Ali? The words were touching. The Prophet Noble Drew Ali came forward and he said, the garment I have on represents power. And if you obey my voice, you will have power with me. I am going to free you, though it is hard because of your mixture, which brings about many different spirits. When you fail to hear my voice, you are lost. It is against the law to stand up in the audience intoxicated. The leader is not to stay out all night giving earnings away to someone else. You who are heads of temples, it is easy for you to destroy the influence of the temple. Now lace up your shoes and get right. So man went up, did their speech, and then Noble Drew Ali goes up now. And an excerpt of that is what we just read, which is in the Moorish, which is in the oral statements of the Prophet. There was a collection that was taken from the parade, which raised $68.30. Tuesday PM session. We assembled at 3 p.m. Governor Mealy L. Temple 1, Chicago, Illinois, opened the meeting. Governor Garner Bay made the opening address. Grand Governor of Michigan, Brother J. Lomax Bay, took charge, reporting the work of Temple 4 and its commercial enterprises. Temple 4 Sunday School was represented by Sister M. Sanifer L. The work was represented to its fullest extent. The temple was spiritually and financially represented by Brother J. Lomax Bay, Grand Governor. The reports were a credit to the temple. Brother Trailer Bay and others gave short speeches. Then collection was taken. Tuesday night session. A speaker said, there was a time once when the Moors saved civilization. I am glad you have relighted the lamp. Don't let nobody turn you around. We will never be a nation until we have all the rights of civilization and someone sitting in Congress. I see that these people have seen the light and walk in the light. Brother Payne Bay, attorney of Chicago, Illinois, was presented. He said, I don't know a moment of my life that I have been more happier than now. His speech was of the highest type. Honorable Anderson of Chicago, Illinois, was introduced, who said, the growth of the movement has been marvelous. He said many good things for the Moors. Honorable Oscar DePriest of Chicago was presented. He said, I feel encouraged knowing that with your prayers I will succeed. I wish more of my people would join the temple. His talk was encouraging. And that's Oscar DePriest, who ended up being the first Black of Chicago. But in 1928, he's the honorable, and he's at the convention at the Moors. And then he became the first Black whatever. What do you mean he's the first Black whatever? Just in 28, he was with Noble Drew Ali. How did he become the first Black whatever? How? How did he become the first Black whatever if in 28 he was with Noble Drew Ali? Decided we were mad when we put out the Mukurabin files. Mad. Honorable George Blackburn, representative of Chicago, said, I am here to serve you. We are all Moorish Americans. Honorable Oscar DePriest, Attorney Payne Bay, and G.W. Blackburn were members of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Oscar W. DePriest was the first U.S. congressman from Illinois who was of Moorish descent. Governor Pilot Bay of New Jersey came forward, using for his subject, Let the Moors Lead. Someday, the Moors will lead the world back to love. One half of the wisdom of Noble Drew Ali has never been told. Nations are crying for peace, but our prophet declares there shall never be peace until the world has accepted love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. The representative of the president of the state band of Chicago was introduced and proceeded by saying, I don't want my job if I can't serve you all. If I can't serve you all, it is not worthy of being open. I am the closest man to your temple, and I am going to follow him too. The prophet Drew Ali came forward and made a good speech. He said, our nationality began in this government with this parade. Wednesday PM session, Moorish American Parade. There are some speakers that preceded the Holy Prophet, and when he said, you stop figuring out your way, how your salvation shall come, just follow me, you can say one thing, Moors, you have made a start for the kingdom. If you want success, you must follow the prophet. Husbands, take care of your wives and family. Wives, keep your homes and children clean. His talk was wonderful. Governor Mealy L., Temple 1, Chicago, Illinois, said there is just one way for the Asiatics, one religion, Islamism, one God, Allah, and one destiny. Afterward, we were favored with a musical presentation by the Chicago Brass Band. And then go look up Chicago Brass Band and all them, and then now think about what's going on right now. Right, just the Moors, and Noble Drew Ali stuff, right? Oscar the Priest is up there before he's the man and all that stuff. Blackburn's up there before he's the man. Who else was around here? If they're just talking about these, who are these other people at this thing giving speeches and all that? Who are the rest of these people? And everything they're doing is for Noble Drew Ali and for the Moors. And you're wondering about how come the Moors are this and that. They sold you out from the jump. Obviously, everything was in the Moors' hand. If Oscar the Priest was Moorish Science Temple of America member, and he won, and somebody just keeps pushing that he's a black guy, he's the first black whatever, black congressman, and then they rep for that hard, put his picture up and all that stuff. Well, the Moorish convention minutes say something different. Interesting. Prophet Noble Drew Ali came forward and said many good things. He said, I have done more than you think. I want you to help me by your good deeds of living at home and abroad. It is through your good, not with your lips, trying to be in the front seat in everything, always standing in my face. Moors, be careful of your steps. Leaders of temples must be careful how they walk. They must be an example. I am not asleep. It will take you Moors a long time to figure out what I did today. When you all go home, don't start no stuff, for I will be right there listening at you. A brother from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania gave a talk. He said the world is worried now, worried because we are out of Egypt. Wednesday night session. Governor Crumbie Bay of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania presided. There was a befitting program that was rendered by members of Temple 5, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Some consisted of a reading, a quartet, and reports of the temple. Thursday PM session. There was a testimonial service. Brother Trailer Bay of Philadelphia came forward and said, "Be careful what you say, how you say, when you say, and where you say." Governor White Bay of Charleston, West Virginia said, "When I accepted my nationality, people called me crazy. If Islam would make you go crazy, we all should go crazy." He used for his subject, "For what cause are we here? To take our minds back to Islamism, that we may be able to function under the 5 greatest principles that the world has ever known." Sister Smith Bay of Baltimore, Maryland, made a very nice talk. There was a talk by Sister Tompkin L. of Detroit, Michigan, Temple 4, which was very good. Brother Ross Bay spoke saying that Edison solved big problems by giving a little bit to 40 different men all coming together. Governor Lomax Bay, who spoke out of Seoul, there was a solo by a little girl from Temple 1, Chicago, Illinois. There was a reading by Sister Pearl Ali. Sister Lomax Bay, Temple 4, Detroit, Michigan, sang a solo. The Prophet Noble Drew Ali came forward and said, "This is no social organization. It is a divine and national movement." He further said, "By you being born here don't make you a citizen." He said, "Look what I have on. Now this was handed to me by the government. It represents the royal prince." Many good things were said. Islamism. Nuclear Bean Files. Convention, a big success. Delegates assemble from 15 states. Prominent men deliver address. And this is just highlights. Tuesday night, formal opening with many prominent speakers, among them Alderman Louis B. Anderson, who delivered the welcome address to the delegates and visitors. Dr. C.V. Roman of Meharry Medical College, Nashville, Tennessee, was a pleasant surprise speaker who was in the city in the interests of the congressional campaign of Oscar the Priest. Honorable Daniel M. Jackson was absent because of business with the government at Springfield, Illinois, but was represented by Attorney Aaron Payne, who delivered a very forceful address touching on many things of interest to the Moorish Americans. All these people knew, all these people knew, all these people knew. All of them, we're talking about congressional people, that level are at the Moorish convention. They know the prophet. That's their mans. They're repping for him. And then some of them did their little dirt, snuck out the back with the benefits they got. So we start saying that they're the prophet now. And then dummies following them. They really. And so now we jump forward now, 1931 now. So now this is after the prophet's gone now. Moor Science Temple of America, Noble Drew Ali, founder, sent to all official businesses to the Home Office in care of E. Mealy L., Supreme Grand Sheikh. He, the prophet, said there is no salary attached to the work, but if you can put up with my fare, and if you are willing to sacrifice with me, I will see that your rent is paid. I will see that your other expenses are paid and that you have a little spending change. I agreed. Returning from a trip around to the other temples one morning in front of the Home Office at 3603 Indiana Avenue, the prophet said to me, E. Mealy Ill, Brother Mealy, you will study up now on all of my laws to prove yourself, because you will have to do what I am doing. You will go around to all the temples and report back to me. So read up on my Quran, questionnaire, and constitution. Try to be perfect in all subjects, so you may act intelligent along all lines of procedure. 20 minutes later, in his office, on the same occasion, he, Drew Ali the prophet, said to me, I find all of them want to sit in my seat, but at my absence, that is your station. The prophet said to me, I find all of them want to sit in my seat, but at my absence, that is your station. And when you leave, lock the desk and keep the key in your pocket. Everyone wants to sit there, because there is where the money is. But I know who I want to sit there, and I know who I want to handle my money. And if you leave for any length of time, give the keys to Brother Kirkman Bey till you return. And several weeks before the prophet passed, I was called to his private chamber for a special instruction on the many ways of life. And it was done in a way one never thinks the prophet was going to leave the earth, but you would think he meant he was going to live on in the flesh. My final instruction came one night after being called from home by the prophet, and after reaching his home and hearing him speak through his might Godheads, he then asked me if I were with him or if I were with them. He further said, I want to know the truth from you today, because I have done too much for you to turn your back on me. I say I have done too much for you to turn your back on me. And if I thought you would turn me down after what I have done, it would be too bad. And on June 1st, 1927, I was approved of and appointed by Prophet Noble Drew Ali as first assistant chairman of the Moorish Science Temple of America. And following the approved appointment, I had the support of the entire grand body with a unanimous consent in behalf of the entire grand body, in behalf of the prophet's choice and appointment. And in August, the 1st of the same year, I received an appointment from the prophet as general chairman of the said Moorish Science Temple of America, and was made Grand Sheikh under the prophet. In February 1928, I wrote insurance for the prophet in that year, and at the close of the said year, in the first annual convention, I was promoted to the office or rank of Supreme Grand Sheikh by the divine prophet Drew Ali. This promotion by the prophet took place in the first setting of the Supreme Grand Council, representing the Moorish Science Temple of America, in a public meeting at 3140 Indiana Avenue in the month of November 1928. The prophet made it very plain in 3 statements that was the Supreme Grand Head, Brother Mili El, was Supreme Grand Sheikh next to me, the prophet. And that means all temples in this government. All temples in this government. Not religious, whatever. In this government. And there is but one Moorish Science Temple of America, and that is mine, Noble Drew Ali. And at an official meeting in February 1929, I was made shepherd of his flock by him, and was told by him to feed his lambs and his sheep. The same month, February 1929, I was called by the prophet and told to come help him carry on his work. The call came as follows. At the close of a regular meeting one Sunday night, he, the prophet, said to me, Brother Mili El, what are you doing now? Told him I'm not busy at this time. While waiting repairs, he said to me, don't look for any more work or any kind of job, but come with him, and said he needed some help in his office. Now, as my work is getting so heavy, I will have someone to help me. Be at the office in the morning, 9:30 or 10 o'clock, and if I am not up, make yourself useful in the office till I come. It's Emilio. March 11th, 1929. Brother Crombie Bay, the governor and chief head of Temple in Pittsburgh, Brother Charles Bay, governor and chief head of the Temple in Cleveland, Ohio. These 2 brothers are empowered by the prophet to investigate business, etc., of Temple number 4 in Detroit, Michigan, because Lomax Bay has violated all divine laws of the prophet even before the prophet's face, February 15, 1929. He claims that the prophet has no more power and the finance from Detroit should be in his charge. He wouldn't send any to the prophet. He yelled with a loud voice, look at me, I will guide you through. This is lawful and living evidence spoken before 1,500 people, and the prophet was also present. The prophet declares his office vacant, and the same of Grand Governor discharged. He can only be a member according to law because the Moorish Science Temple of America is a divine organization. Each temple is under the supreme guidance of the prophet. When man fails after being placed head of the temple by the prophet of obeying our divine laws and constitutions, he is a traitor and an enemy to the divine creed and unloyal to the national government, USA, to which the movement is to make men and women better citizens. From the prophet Noble Drew Ali. Boo this man. Boo! Damn Lomax Bay. Boo! And that's why stuff's messed up. Not because Cujo cusses people out is why the Moorish people are looking at the Moorish thing messed up. No, it's not. Good try though. How about talking about these traitors who are still around today? Because they want to play leadership games of the Moorish movement when Dude Jolly was dealing with congressmen and all that. What are you guys doing? Nothing? How are we inheriting? How are we inheriting the bike and the tires flat, one wheel, and then we got training one wheel missing from the training wheels, no handlebars. So see what you guys did to the Moorish movement because you want to wear different color fezzes and talking crazy. The New Caribbean Files. Let's get a script account. I know it's up there. And this thing's only a hard copy. We did our best to put out what we could put out. Because it seems like everyone sold out that was around him. So it looks like to me. Everyone sold him out. And started saying they're the man. And then everybody ran with it because, oh yeah, he must be the man. Because remember, he was at the convention. He saw he got the spirit of the prophet. He must be the prophet reincarnated. He got the spirit of the prophet. He's the savior. Dummies. Big dummies. So they thought they could bury all the stuff and do their BS and nobody's going to find out about it. You're not studying if you think that. You're not studying if you think that. You're not studying. You're playing around. That's why the greatness of Noble Drew Ali, that he brought this for everyone. So nobody can claim that they got it and it's theirs and all that stuff. You got to go through them to get it. No, that's you just study and you figure this stuff out. You know, the hierarchy is that, you know, you want to support everything Noble Drew Ali first. You know, you want to give honors to at least the good who are carrying on that work. You know, at least want to give honors there. And then, you know, spread the honors out after that. These people sold you out. It's messed up, yeah. You know, what are you gonna do? You're dealing with it now. So what are you gonna do now? Well, hey, you know, it's this whoever's a jerk or whatever. You know from now how you're gonna be dealing with them. So you just say you're a Moor, right? Now be it. If you're making the claim. If you're not making a claim, then you better just zip the lip, go in the back, do a little studying or whatever like that. Don't talk too much. You gotta go, you know, ruffle feathers and all that stuff, trying to prove some Moorish or whatever. You just go study and get yourself prepared. Study what your prophet brought you so you can figure this out. Because it can be figured out. You just have to look at what Noble Drew Ali brought. It's very critical that you highly consider what Noble Drew Ali brought you before anything else. And how you do that is you're supposed to be able to go to the institutions that he set up to get what he, just like how you got it right here, because we're Moor Science Temple. It's not supposed to be some You're trying to find out. They're supposed to give you. People walk in the door, you got a Quran. Because everybody could use these 18 years that's been held back. I don't care who you are, you get one. Do whatever you want with it after. Can't say you didn't get one. Some other temples, and you got to kiss feet to get a Quran. Honors to Noble Drew Ali. Noble Drew Ali was top tier in the 1920s. People represented for him. People held him down. Those are the honorable ones, not the traitors who assassinated him. Lied on the death certificate. He died of some stuff he could cure. What are you talking about? People tell you, oh, yeah, oh, Jesus resurrected. Oh yeah, you know, he got struck by lightning, and then you're listening to them. And when you have the reference right there, you have his own words telling you that these people are out for him. You have his own words that these people are out for him. You have his own words that you people need to shut the hell up, all up in my face trying to be the man. I'm the man. Go sit down somewhere. The authorities through the prophet. No one else. Anybody else making claim they're a fraud. And they're going to have some crazy claims like they're Noble Drew Ali come again and all that. So honors to the prophet who was really a prophet. He showed the way. And ones who studied it figured this stuff out. Because that's how easy it is. Honors to all the Moors worldwide who figured this out. And they know the truth, and they know who to study from. They know who the masters are, and they know who are the influencers that they should be influenced by, and they're living their best life. Honors to you. Supreme honors to you. Honors to all the Moors in the chat. Stay true to the cause. Keep the faithfulness going. And don't forget, Wednesday, 7:30, Q&A Wednesday. Email any questions, remain anonymous, and we'll just answer your question. Do you a favor. Canaanlandguide@gmail.com. Send whatever questions for tomorrow. And don't forget, 11th anniversary, Thursday, Sons of Allah. It's been a while. So look out for Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Everything right here. Canaanland Moors YouTube. Honors to all the mothers, all the sisters, all the aunties and the grandmas. Honors to you. If there's any great grands around, there are probably great grands and all that stuff. Honors to you. Supreme honors to the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Supreme honors to the Prophet. Islam Moors.